Now, ang next phone na hawak natin is one of the phones na medyo malaki ang kanyang price increase. And this is the Oppo Reno 15 5G. Pag tinignan mo ang spec sheet, parang wala naman masyadong in-improve pero 5,000 pesos ang in-increase nito compare sa kanyang predecessor. Now, hihimayin natin in this video kung karapat-dapat nga ba ang kanyang increase or talagang overpriced na itong phone na ito. Alamin natin after this quick intro. Now, yung box nito is exactly the same sa Oppo Reno 15 Pro 5G. Makita mo yung parang medyo may pagka-shiny dito, may pagka-hologram. And nakasulat dito sa gilid, Oppo AI phone and Oppo Reno 15 5G. Buksan natin to. May quick start guide tayo and safety guide. And meron tayong jelly case na medyo translucent. Hindi siya ganun ka-clear pero parang meron siya mga microparticles dito sa likod. Medyo rough ang ganang texture dito sa loob. Nakasulat dito, make your moment sa kanyang phone. Inside, we have a A2C cable, 80 watts sa SuperVOOC fast charging brick, and nandyan ang kanyang panundot. Wala na. So, lalabasan natin yung phone. Yun. Hawak natin is a color blue na variant. And ang tawag na dito, by the way, is a twilight blue. And by the way guys, ang Oppo Reno 15 5G na may 12256 storage would be priced at 36,999 and ang ganang 12512 variant would be priced at 39,999. Kung gusto niyo bumili nito phone nito, I'll post the link on the description box below or just simply click the YouTube shopping link kung saan kayo makakabili ng official para hindi kayo ma-scam. And for every single purchase na binibili nyo dito using mga links natin, it's a small contribution dito sa channel ko para makabili ka ng bagong phones to review just for you. So thank you in advance. Na pagdating sa kanyang presyo, it has step up. Malaki ang kanyang step up. 5,000 pesos ang tinaas na ito. It used to be 32,000 pesos kaya ng 12512. Right now, it's 37,000 pesos. And 35,000 pesos sa kanya ng 12512. Right now, 40K na siya. So, alamin nga natin ano nga man ang improve, ano nga man mga umatras. So, sit back and relax, sasabihin ko lahat yan sa inyo. Now, one thing na gusto ko dito sa kanya is maganda ang kanyang likod. Very nice, very fresh tingnan. And yung kanyang matte finish is masarap hawakan. And one thing to like dito sa kanya sa kanyang camera bump, which I personally like, is hindi matumbok ang kanyang camera rings. Which in return, hindi siya mabilis magasgas when it's lying flat on the table. Now, one thing to like naman dito sa kanya, glass ang kanyang likod, aluminum side frames, and it has a Corning Gorilla Glass 7i na protection. Itong phone na ito supports eSIM and it's 5G ready. And it is also IP68, IP69 dust and water resistant. Medyo bumigat siya ng konti compared sa Reno 14 5G last year. Right now, it's weighing at around 197 grams, dating 187. Now, kung gusto mo makita ang complete spec sheet ng Oppo Reno 15 5G, eto na. Now, in terms of performance on everyday usage to phone na ito, it can, well, definitely perform. Wala kang maging problema dito. Doing your usual routine everyday, checking social media, doing some documents, kausapin si AI, mag-video edit, lahat naman yan kayang gawin dito. Pati na rin gaming. And by the way guys, itong phone na ito is running ColorOS 16 inside Android version 16 and it's being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 4, which is I think a little bit step up compared sa Dimensity 8350 last year. And nung sinalang ko sa Antutu benchmark, 1.5 million points na nakuha natin. And kung gusto mo makita mga ibang benchmark na pinagkakagawa ko dito sa phone na ito, share ko sa inyo. Now, isa sa pinaka-importante sa akin is to have a big battery. And it delivers 6,500 mAh ang battery nito phone na ito, which is a step up from the 6,000 from the Reno 14. And it still maintains a 80 watts of fast charging, so definitely fast. If you're charging from 0 to 100, kulang-kulang isang oras tapos ka na mag-charge, based sa akin rating. Now, one of the good things na gusto ko dito sa phone nito is matipid siya sa battery. On day-to-day usage, kaya na nung tagal ng 2 days, I would say. Basta hindi ka babad sa gaming or hindi ka rin babad sa telebabad, I think you can last for 2 days. Now, every user, iba-iba ang kanyang pattern, iba-iba rin ang consumption ng battery. So, ginage ko naman siya using PCMark battery stress test and I'm using a 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. Nakakuha naman ako ng kulang-kulang 25 hours na screen on time. So, definitely matipid ang kanyang chipset. Now, pagdating sa kanyang display, halos walang pinagkaiba compared sa Reno 14. It still maintains a 6.59-inch na AMOLED display with 120Hz screen refresh rate, parehong 1,200 nits ang kanyang maximum brightness, except that this one, tinanggal niya ang kanyang PWM dimming. So, meaning wala itong protection sa inyong mata, lalo kung matagal kayong babad sa phone, hindi protected ang iyong mata dito, unlike si 14. And by the way, ang kanyang screen is being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, and it has a MOS level 5. So there's a certain level na drop resistant para sa kanyang screen. Na kung kino-consume mo naman to for social media, I was able to browse through several of my social media, except that nung medyo pangit ang aking internet connection, napapansin ko, parang slow mag-load. Pag nagsuswipe ako, medyo slow and sluggish siya. Pero pag meron kang magandang internet connection, lalo na mga Wi-Fi at home, you should get a good experience dito. Now, if you're watching videos on YouTube, makakapag-set ka ng 4K display dito sa kanya. And mga videos na pinanood ko naman dito was quite good and solid ang kanyang display. Now, pagdating sa kanyang loudspeaker, we have a dual steer speaker dito. Dalawang butas sa ilalim and there's no butas dito sa ibabaw, except that the sounds comes out dito sa kanyang earpiece. Quick test lang tayo. Well, honestly, kanyang sound is not bad, pero hindi lang siya kasing lakas ng 15 Pro based sa akin observation. Pero yung sound quality niya is not bad. Napag-usapan natin ng gaming, napaglaro ng 3 game dito on this phone, playing Honor of Kings, Genshin Impact, pati Call of Duty Mobile. Pagdating sa Honor of Kings, I was only able to achieve 60 FPS. Not more than that, and the gameplay was quite good. Smooth naman siya, consistent ang 60 FPS, hindi naman siya nagda-drop, and yung kanyang touch response is quite okay. Wala akong naging problema dito sa kanya, except na yung sound siya siguro medyo mabibiti ka ng konti. Probably you might want to use your favorite TWS para medyo mas ma-enhance konti ang iyong sound experience dito sa gaming. Pero overall, okay naman ang gameplay niya. Umabot lang siya ng 36 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Now, pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, I was able to set it to 90 FPS. And okay ang kanyang gameplay. Magandang kanyang touch response, very responsive. Okay na okay din ang kanyang sounds para sa akin. Hindi ka mabibitin naman sa sounds dito pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile. Overall gameplay was quite good para sa akin and 38 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay. Pagdating sa Genshin Impact, 60 FPS ang na-achieve natin. And pag nagka-clash kami, pansin ko, nagda-drop lang siya to mga 55, 56, or there are sometimes very rare occasion na umabot siya ng 54. And the gameplay was definitely good. Solid naman ang gameplay ko dito sa Genshin Impact. Except that you won't be able to set it to high graphical settings. Ilagay lang natin sa medium pero high frame rates. Okay naman ang gameplay dito. Well, just to set your expectations, si Snapdragon 7 Gen 4, hindi siya 8 series. Kaya mahirapan kapag sinagan mo ang kanyang graphical settings. Overall, gameplay was good. Halos wala ka naman mafe-feel na frame drops dito sa kanya. And okay touch response. Sounds is just okay. And pinakamainit na in-achieve ko 40 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Now, pag-usapan natin ang kanyang camera. Yung kanyang camera setup is exactly the same as kay Reno 14 5G. Parang kinapi and pinace lang dito sa phone na ito. Probably the only thing na titingnan ko na lang dito sa kanya is kung nag-improve nga ba siya compared sa Reno 14. And this one starts off with a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS. Meron din siya 50MP na telephoto lens. Meron siya 3.5 times optical zoom. 8MP ang kanyang ultra-wide lens. And kaya na mag-shoot up to 4K and 60. Ang kanyang harap is a 50MP na shooter which can also shoot you up 4K and 60. Now, if you're taking some photos outdoor, kunwari you're a tourist, walking around, taking some photos, and you'll be able to get some really nice snap naman dito sa kanya. Nice and clear, pati mga blue sky, makita mo blue na blue. And yung mga cloud details is quite good and intact. It's probably expected from an expensive phone like this one. Now, tinry ko naman laruin ang kanyang camera from the ultra-wide lens and zooming it all the way up to 7 times zoom. Quite good pa rin ang kanyang photo after 7 times zooming. Pero itong phone na ito is capable of zooming it all the way up to 120 times zoom. Now, if you're indoors sa mga low light, try to get some product shot, it's okay. Quite good din ang kanyang camera, was able to perform. Mga apparel shot, okay siya. Pag zoom mo, makita mo mga fabrics niya. Trying to take some food shot dito sa kanya, it was surprisingly good kasi I remember si Oppo Reno 14 last year, pag medyo pangit ang yung lighting, expect na pangit din ang resulta niya. And I'm happy to see improvement naman dito sa kanyang camera. Well, that's a real talk. Further taking more food shot dito, I would say na approved na siya this year sa akin. If you're trying to take mga flower shots sa loob ng indoor, okay, nice. Except that there are times na medyo a little bit overexposed siya. Siguro pwede mo lang babaan ng ganyang exposure. And pag nasa loob ka naman ng dark area, like sa loob ng mga game room, okay na okay din naman siya. Napupunta ka ng mga showroom, sa loob ng Nitori, okay. Pretty nice yung mga product shots niya. And I'm not quite sure kung paano ako nakuhaan dito na natutulog ako sa Nitori. Sarap ng tulog ah. If you're trying to take some photos from indoor, expect it to be a little softer compared sa mga outdoor shots. And here's a quick video from the front-facing camera. Using its front-facing camera, 4K and 60. So depende sa lightings, no? Kung medyo low light, medyo madilim. So kung medyo mas mailaw, you get a better resolution. Tingnan nyo. And here's a video from the rear camera. The Oppo Reno 15 5G. And I'm right now shooting at 4K and 60 FPS using just my bare hand. Quite stable and honestly, not bad naman ang kanyang resolution based sa aking mata. Tingin nyo guys. Now guys, anong husga ko dito sa Oppo Reno 15 5G this year? Honestly, with a 5,000 peso increase, I was expecting to bump up yung mga specs dito sa phone na ito. The only thing na nakita ko nag-improve kundi is kanyang processor and ang kanyang battery. Camera maintains the same, pero nag-improve kundi ang kanyang quality. Yung kanyang screen natanggalan pa ng PWM dimming, and the rest is almost the same as last year. Now, probably tatanungin mo sa akin kung sulit ka ba itong phone na ito. I would personally say na baka mas makatipid ka pag bumili ka right now ng Oppo Reno 14 5G from last year. Most likely, naka-sale na yan. And I don't personally see much improvement on this phone to merit a 5,000 pesos increase. Unless mag-sale siya, so abangan ninyo sa mga live selling ni James Afante. Probably if you can get this at around mga 20 plus, I would say it's a nice buy. Pero kung SRP ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, I don't personally recommend this phone. Kayo guys, anong tingin nyo dito sa phone na ito, si Oppo Reno 15 5G? Let me know in the comments, and kung gusto nyo bumili nito phone na ito, I'll post it on the link on the description box below, or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link, nandyan lang. And of course, in-encourage ko kayo to like, subscribe dito sa aking channel so you don't miss out mga videos just like this one, reviewed here my channel. So paano yan? Hanggang dito muna ako, and I'll see you when you see me. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.